Begin with breaking news from downtown LA, where a federal jury has declared a mistrial in the Palisades Fire arson trial. Jonathan Rinderknecht had been accused of starting a fire that eventually turned into the disaster. CBS LA's Rick Montanez is live outside federal court in downtown LA. And Rick, tell us how this all came about.
Yeah, Rachel, I talked with one of the jurors and an alternate just a few minutes ago. They tell me both of them believe that Rinderknecht is not guilty based on what was presented in court over this 10-day trial. Cameras are not allowed in federal court, but we have some courtroom sketches to show you from this morning's proceedings. And the jurors insisted they were hopelessly deadlocked on this case. Less than 30 minutes into the proceedings this morning, the judge declared that mistrial, which we expected was a possibility out here. So not long after that, we heard from juror number 4. Check this out here, a woman named Serena. She says she feared she would be in the minority with a not guilty vote, but we've since learned she and 9 other jurors felt the same way. She says she doesn't believe Rinderknecht is solely responsible for this fire. So the trial lasted 2 weeks and jurors deliberated for about 13 hours. Rinderknecht was facing several felony arson charges for the Palisades Fire that could have resulted in 45 years in federal prison.
Everything I thought they ruled out. So it's like, if I was even leaning towards like, oh, okay, guy, like they would say like, cigarettes count. We did 500 tests. Like what? Like if they would have said that, since he did say he smoked, I would have been like, you know, so no. And without the proof and all the doubts, I can't say for sure like he's guilty.
Having not secured a scene for almost 2 weeks says a lot. And to pin that on one person, you know, at the end of the day, we're all human. I realize mistakes are made, but this is a man's life, and we can't ignore that fact.
So now we're learning federal prosecutors are already planning a retrial. Assistant U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley posted this online. The evidence is strong that Jonathan Rinderknecht is responsible for igniting the fire on January 1st, 2025, which eventually became the Palisades Fire. We fully intend to retry this case before a new jury and obtain guilty verdicts on all charged counts. So we also asked juror number 4 what she thinks of the possibility of a retrial, and she tells us she thinks it's a waste of government time and resources. We have yet to hear from the defense team in this case today anyway. We've heard from them throughout each process of the trial over the last 10 days, so we're expecting to hear from them soon. And we'll keep you posted on what happens here at the courthouse and what federal prosecutors ultimately decide to do. Reporting live in downtown LA, Rick Montanez, CBS LA.